Hello, Stewart's 89. Well, Patty Jenkins has finally spoken out about the whole Wonder Woman 3 debacle. She posted quite a long letter on Instagram, like it's actually a letter, it's not just a post. And she makes it very clear that she did not walk out, she did not rage quit, because the current story from the usual suspects and the misogynists and that is that Patty Jenkins is a difficult woman and she rage quit, and it's just clickbait and trashing her because how dare a woman actually make a great film or anything. Now, as far as her talent goes, I had a look at her filmography and she's only written two films, and one was great. One was Monster, great, Oscar winner. The other was Wonder Woman 84, which I liked. I've seen it once. I liked it. I don't get why people hate it. I haven't watched it since. I'm going to have a little marathon and watch both films together and do a comparison and see if anything that I've heard people say about it is true on, reflection. But I don't understand why people are hating on it, aside from the fact that the news got out that the villain of the piece was based on 1980s Donald Trump, so all the alt-right people were like, oh, it's anti-Trump, we have to attack it, and it was just put in that that box at that point, and that's how they treated it. It got treated like any sort of film that was attacking Trump by the alt-right. So there was a political issue with it as opposed to a quality issue. Aside from that one issue with Steve, which I still am not convinced on. But so Patty put out a statement, and like I said, it was quite long, and I'm trying to find the bits I actually needed to read. Well, the main thing I just noticed was everyone saying how, she's difficult, she got kicked off Rogue Squadron, she walked off, or she walked off that, and neither is true. She states here, I originally left Rogue Squadron after a long and productive development process when it became clear it couldn't happen soon enough and I didn't want to delay Wonder Woman 3. So she left the project to work on Wonder Woman 3 because the idea was she was going to do Rogue Squadron in between Wonder Woman 1984 and Wonder Woman 3. But it was taking too long and she had to leave it to go to Wonder Woman 3. And when she did, Lucasfilm asked her to consider coming back to Rogue Squadron after Wonder Woman 3 because it looks like it was going to be delayed long enough that she could do Wonder Woman 3, do the two films back to back, and then go to Rogue Squadron. And basically, she was honoured to do so, so she agreed. They made a new deal with her, so she said they made a deal with her to direct the film after, or direct whatever role she had, the film after Wonder Woman 3. And since she's no longer doing Wonder Woman 3, she's even more available for that. So she's still on it. She states she's still on that project, and it's been active development ever since. She doesn't know if it'll ever happen, but we never do until the development process is complete, but I look forward to its potential ahead. So she didn't walk off that. She hasn't been thrown off that. She's still involved in that. It's delayed because I think all Star Wars films are delayed at Disney at the moment because I'm not sure what they're doing. They're focusing more on the TV, and I think we all know that about Star Wars, that they've pushed off any of the film things they were planning to do. Now, she says, when there started being backlash about Wonder Woman 3 not happening, the attractive clickbait false story was basically that she'd killed it or walked away. That started to spread. She said it's simply not true. I never walked away. I was open to considering anything asked of me, which implies she wasn't asked to actually put in another script or work on a different version of the film. It was my understanding that there was nothing I could do to move along forward at this time. DC is obviously buried in change they are having to make, so I understand these decisions are difficult right now. So it looks like the first story, she's saying the first story that the directors, the producers, the news people involved, and there's several people involved. There's James Gunn and another guy, and then there's some CEO and some female CEO, and a bunch of people, at least 4 at the top, are making all these decisions for the whole franchise. And it looks like that they have just decided to throw it out. And that got a lot of negative criticism, of course, because you can't throw out Wonder Woman, you can't get rid of Gal Gadot, because everyone loves, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. And even if they didn't like 84, they like her as Wonder Woman. And it sounds like someone needed to put out another story to basically to blame Patty and say, no, Patty walked. So we can't do that film because of Patty, because she's a difficult woman. And putting out that narrative, because that's a narrative a lot of people are going to attach themselves to and invest in it, because that, feeds into their misogynistic issues and all that crap. So that was easy to throw that one out there. So, what's the truth? Is Patty just trying to save face and saying, nope, they threw me out, they're the bad guys? I'd be happy to do a Wonder Woman 3 film with Gal Gadot, but they just, want to do a new everything. They want their version. They think they can do a better version than what we've done. They think they can do a better version of the DCU, so they're throwing out Henry and Patty and Gal and everyone. Or is the other side true, that she walked and they wanted to work with her, but she said, look, this is the version I want to do. I don't want to do another version of the film. If you want a different film, get someone else. Which I would respect anyway, because if you have an idea of a character where they should go and they want you to change that direction, you don't believe in it, it's probably better to have someone else do it than you try and do it if you don't really believe in it. I think I would try and find a middle ground where I can salvage some of what I wanted to say, but sort of still go in the direction they want to go in. But basically, she ends off thanking everyone involved in it. She has a lot of praise for Gal Gadot and the audiences and everything, and she doesn't want things to end off on a bad note. And yeah, so she certainly addresses both issues. She didn't walk off. She implies they didn't give her any other options, that they are just starting anew. And she's still involved with Rogue Squadron. Cleopatra she doesn't mention, because the rumor, the suggestions was that in order to do Wonder Woman 3, she had to walk away from Rogue Squadron and Cleopatra because just the way the schedules were going. She stated that she's still on Rogue Squadron, and that if it's happening, it's a Disney thing. Their production, is dragging on, and that's the issue, and that she's contracted to do it and she's waiting. She didn't mention Cleopatra at all, but I don't know what the status with that is. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. I feel like I wasn't in focus for this video. I'm going to have to redo this. I have to watch it. But I'm going to go. I wasn't expecting to talk about stuff today. I'm supposed to be watching The Monsters all day today. I had a marathon planned, but there's all this news, and it makes me want to talk about it and see what people think. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to go. Bye.